Tonight on 205 Live, Lio Rush pursues the decimation of Lindsey Dorado. And for the main event, Buddy Murphy takes on a promising new debut. Who wins? Who loses? Let's find out.
Anyway. 205 Live was solid. Before we get into the matchup, we start off with the promo from Lio Rush calling 205 Live Leo 5 Live, because he's stealing EC3's gimmick, I guess. And stating he didn't come here to play or to party, he came here to win. And if you want proof, just look at who's holding the Inter-IC title. And then when the Lucha House Party comes in for his match against Lindsey Dorado, he manages to get the Lucha House Party to leave and just leave Lindsey Dorado behind. And then as Lucha House Party is leaving, he attacks Lindsey Dorado before the match begins. Lindsey comes out, so when the match begins, Lindsey comes out of the gate enraged and on the offense, working Lio for a couple minutes until a failed pin. When Lio manages to finally start getting his offense back in, Lindsey also starts returning the favor after about a minute or two. This quickly became Lio Rush's match, evading and countering Lio's offense. Lio managed to get Lindsey into a really weak-looking crossface. I don't know why he tried that. It looked weird. And it really relied on Lindsey Dorado to sell it. Soon after Lindsey breaks from the hold, he manages to land some blows on Rush, but is not able to capitalize, and Lio pins him. Lindsey kicks out at 2. After this, Lio gets his super mad face on and starts beating down Dorado slowly and methodically, but not Randy Orton methodically. He didn't shit in anyone's bags. Lindsey looks like he's going to win it after attempting a third moonsault, but even after landing a solid hit, Lio Rush kicks out. Lindsey then tries to go for the golden rewind. Lio catches him, goes for an attack, misses. Dorado kicks Lio, then finally hits him with the golden rewind. Goes to the top turnbuckle. Lio tries to evade and he hangs himself up on the middle of the ropes like, oh good, I just got out of the way. Lindsey's still up there and he's like, okay. So he does a leg drop onto Lio, hitting his neck on the middle rope. After that, goes for the shooting star. Lindsey goes for the shooting star press, goes for the pin. Rush kicks out, and then match ends quickly after that failed pin with Lio getting him down and then hitting the final hour, pinning Lindsey Dorado for the win. And then right after the match, Lio attacks Lindsey, and then we quickly cut over to we cut over to a backstage interview with Noam Dar. It was a good match with the that weird end where right as he's attacking Lindsey, it cuts away. Well worked, well wrestled. Lio Rush took a hell of a beating during this match, so bravo to him. Lindsey also took quite a few big hits in a very weak crossface. Yeah, there was that match. We then got a backstage interview with Noam Dar talking about his win over Tony Nese. Tony gets in his face about it, and Noam simply keeps replying with, "But you lost." And Tony's like, well, fine, we're 1-1, so why don't you prove it? Fight me. And Noam goes, you have a great point. I need someone who could really challenge me, be my all in the ring. But you lost. And then walks off. We then get a backstage segment with TJP, who's rather frustrated with Drake Maverick, who doesn't seem to have the time to book him for a match. We then get a promo package for the some of the Royal Rumble challengers for the Cruiserweight Championship match at the Royal Rumble thingamajigger. And then after that, Buddy Murphy goes out to the ring, hypes himself up for the match of the Royal Rumble, and then for the next match. Crowd goes, "What?" during his little promo, to which response, "Don't what me?" Which is the one thing you never do to a wrestling crowd, is to tell them not to do something, for they will do that thing. And then he finds out who his challenger is. And Humberto Carrillo's music hits. And Humberto Carrillo is fantastic. At least from what I've seen of him, for that first, like, the 2 matches that I've seen him on NXT on, he's pretty good. He needs new music. Or at least maybe one that starts off differently. Ooh, holy crap, I am tired. But anyway, we get into Buddy Murphy versus Humberto Carrillo. Humberto or Humberto? Humberto. I think it's Humberto Carrillo. Buddy takes the immediate offense against Humberto. It took a couple minutes for Humberto to find his footing and start getting into this match. And he didn't quite really for the first half of the match. Humberto wasn't here during that first half to show what he can do, mostly to job out to the champion so he can have a big comeback before he inevitably loses. It was a rather one-sided affair with a few moments of countering Buddy Murphy and a flying headbutt leaping from the middle rope. Then Carrillo hit him with a nice dropkick off the top turnbuckle. And despite some late match offense from Humberto, Buddy was still going to win this. When he goes to hit a superplex but is thrown off twice, Buddy hits him with a powerbomb. Carrillo kicks out, and after a suplex battle, Murphy gets tossed over Humberto, lands on his feet but appears to tweak his knee, and he starts playing up an injury like, "Shit, I just hurt my knee." And the ref kind of pushes Humberto away, tries to give Buddy some space, and they move him to the other corner. And Carrillo, as a sign of good sportsmanship, kind of gives him a clap, gets the audience, applaud, like, yeah, maybe he really got injured. Buddy Murphy used this to his advantage, however. Murphy uses this attempt to get Murphy's Law, to which Carrillo rolls him up instead. Murphy kicks out at 2. Just when Carrillo looks like he's going to get the win with an attack from the top turnbuckle, he's super kicked on the way down and then hit with Murphy's Law. Buddy Murphy pins him for the winsome. Yeah, it was a pretty good main event. I'm a little disappointed that they didn't give Humberto more offense during the beginning of this, because it kind of felt like it was just going to be a squash match at first. I liked the second half, but it was a little downplayed thanks to the first half. All in all, I'm going to give 205 Live for this week a... First match was good. Main event was great. B-? I'm going to give it a B-. But yeah, there's a poll somewhere around here that you can let me know what you think of 205 Live. And then, yeah, I am going to get ready for NXT, the review. So one moment, please, while I access the account.
Tonight on NXT, the Street Profits kick off the show with a fight against the Metro Brothers. Adrian Jawood returns, but can he overcome Donovan Dijakovic? Johnny Gargano faces off with double feature himself, Humberto Carrillo. And the limitless Keith Lee challenges the knockout artist Cassius Ohno. Who wins? Who loses? Let's get in to the nitty-gritty.
NXT. That was an interesting one. We start off with the Street Profits versus the Metro Brothers, a pair by the name of Chris and JC, who look nothing like brothers, nor do they look Metro. I honestly have no idea who these two are. Which one is which? How are they brothers? What? Metro Brothers. Anyway, this is a job match. The two didn't stand a chance. Ford hits JC, I think, with the frog splash. That massive frog splash where he jumps like 8 feet in the air and lands. Then right after the match, they get attacked by the Forgotten Sons, and the crowd started chanting, "We forgot you!" and "Stay forgotten!" You cheeky bastards. But yeah, after that was over, Broseph McBropants hypes up Keith Lee's match against Cassius Ohno. We get a promo from Aleister Black. And then Bianca goes to the ring to cut a promo about how she's going to beat Shayna Baszler. And is interrupted by Shayna Baszler, who says, Bianca may be the strongest. She may be the fastest. But she's not the smartest. Bianca is, Shayna goes on this little diatribe about how, she's like every other person that's come before her. And that she's afraid to fight. Despite the fact that she won a match to have a fight with Shayna Baszler, which means she's willing to fight, she's ready to fight, but you think she's afraid to fight because she didn't run away from the challenge of fighting you? What? But anyway, after Shayna says that Bianca won't actually fight her, Bianca's kind of looking at Jessamyn Duke and Marina Shafir, and Shayna's like, oh, are you worried about these two? Don't worry, they're the least of your problems. And she kind of pushes Jessamyn and Marina to the corner. And as she turns around, Bianca bitch smacks her, and then evades a kick by, I believe, Jessamyn Duke, and then avoids Marina Shafir, rolls underneath the ring, kind of mocks them from the ramp, and then just saunters out. Was actually pretty entertaining. For the next match, we get the returning Adrian Jawood versus Dominik Dijakovic. Can I get easier to pronounce names, please? Chris Dijak was a perfectly pronounceable name. Adrian Jawood, I'm still not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Anyway, this was a very well-worked match with Jawood focusing on takedowns to keep Dijakovic from being able to launch an offensive. Dijakovic managed to break away and start launching his offense against Jawood, throwing Adrian about the ring. Jawood and Dominik exchanged blows before getting hit by a lariat from Dijakovic. Adrian countered a kick and turned it into a knee bar, which was really nice, but because Dominik is so goddamn tall, he just reached over and grabbed the rope. Instead of reaching the rope that was next to him, he reached forward to grab the rope because he may be tall, but I guess he's not the brightest bulb in the crayon box. But yeah, after that, Dijakovic landed a massive kick on him, hit him with the Feast Your Eyes, as I'm guessing the name of his finisher, pinning Adrian Jawood for the win. Then after that, we got a video package from Rowan Hansen hyping up their match against the Undisputed Era. They had this weird dynamic where it was bouncing back between them saying the same exact lines, repeating each other, and it was really weird. Like, I don't know who produced that, but maybe don't next time. After that, we got another matchup. It was Johnny Gargano and a talent so nice they featured him twice this week, Humberto Carrillo. Humberto. The two were evenly matched for the first half of this match, with Humberto putting on a great show, but was shut down by Johnny in the very last moments of the match, hitting him with a Gaslight DDT, pinning him for the win. It was a job match. Humberto got some offense in, but it didn't really turn into a classic, that's for sure. We got a promo from Tommaso Ciampa. And then we get to our main event, and it's Keith Lee versus Cassius. Oh no, I was wearing the wrong ones. Hold on, main event time. Let's get this right. Where was I? The main event: Keith Lee versus Cassius Ohno. The main event: Keith Lee versus Cassius Ohno in a match that has 10 minutes to be settled. So we all know this is going to be a nice long affair. Keith took everything Cassius had to dish out at first and sent it back to him. And then after Cassius rolls out of the ring, kind of wanders about, gets back underneath the ropes to break the count. Keith Lee gets a little annoyed and decides, you know what, let me get outside the ring and I'll just pursue you. As he does that, Cassius Ohno gets back into the ring, goes to deliver a kick, but Keith Lee caught it and attacked him. He then hit him with this huge fucking body drop. Picking up Cassius Ohno and throwing him behind you like that is... You gotta have a lot of power to do that. And he did that. He did the thing. Keith goes to charge Cassius Ohno, who's sitting in the corner, but is tripped up by Ohno, and Keith starts, kind of reaching to his knee, so Cassius Ohno starts working that knee. After getting knocked and held down by Cassius, Keith rose back up to his feet. Keith took some heavy blows, leaning on the top rope. It's like a rope-a-dope kind of situation. Cassius manages to get Lee off the rope, hits him with an elbow to the back of the head. Ohno gets him into a submission hold, but Lee gets back up. When he gets back up, he's kicked in the knee, kicked in the face, but when Cassius Ohno goes to hit him with the senton, Keith Lee puts his knees up, and then Lee gets back up, starts blocking Ohno's punches, returning the favor with some blows of his own. Lee hits him with a crossbody. Ohno tries to lure him in for a punch. Lee catches it, and the two exchange a couple blows. And then both whip off the ropes. Lee hits him with that pounce of his. And then as Ohno's up against the rope and Lee's about to hit him, Ohno pushes him back, knocking him into the referee. Keith socks him one. Goes to check up on the referee to see if he's okay. And then Ohno runs up, Nakamura's his balls, and then hits him with a rolling elbow, pinning him for the win. Didn't really feel like a main event because it was 10 minutes long. It was kind of disappointing, to be honest. I won't say disappointing. It was not what I was expecting. I was kind of expecting a little more from it, but they didn't really have a lot of time to do more. Overall, though, NXT was a solid episode, but definitely better than 205 Live. All in all, I'm gonna go ahead and give NXT a B+. And yeah, that was that. That was NXT. Pulls up here. You can grade with me if you so choose. Yeah, hit the like button, hit the dislike button if you liked or disliked it, either way. I just want to know. Hit subscribe, and then leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the shows. But anyway, this has been Real Honesty without John Ritland. I am not John Ritland. I am the Derbinator. And you have a great night.